Live at 6, this is 13 News Now.
An accused kidnapper and killer faces the victim's father in court. Eric Brown, the man accused of kidnapping and killing 19-year-old Ashanti Billy, is now in the custody of U.S. Marshals.
Brown was in federal court this afternoon. This was for the kidnapping charge since that crime happened on JEB Little Creek. 13
News Now reporter Megan Shin is live outside the courthouse with the new evidence presented in court today.
Good evening, you guys. Well, the new evidence is inside of Ashanti Billy's car, and inside this courthouse here, the federal courthouse in downtown Norfolk, the FBI special agent behind this affidavit took the witness stand for the first time, and he says the odds that the evidence inside Ashanti's car do not belong to Brown are 1 in 1 septillion.
What really happened to these veterans?
While the public waits to learn how Ashanti Billy died, the court process is just beginning for her accused killer, Eric Brown.
And just know that justice will be served.
Ashanti's dad, Mel Tony, spoke with us before going into the courthouse. He says his focus is on the future.
It's about her name, just moving forward with her, with the foundation. And that's the main focus right now, is just the foundation.
For now, Brown's future includes staying in the custody of the U.S. Marshals. Even more, he faces charges including kidnapping in Virginia and murder in North Carolina.
Just seeing a man.
The courtroom was silent when Brown arrived, and Meltoni sat beside another one of his daughters.
Having a forgiving heart, like I say, when things happen, you can't control none of that.
Once he came back outside, the silence from the courtroom carried onto the streets. And inside the courtroom, Brown had the option of taking a detention hearing right after the preliminary hearing, and the only time that he spoke was to say yes, that he wanted to waive the detention hearing after the preliminary and schedule it for another time. Reporting live in downtown Norfolk, I'm Megan Shin, 13 News Now.
Testifying witness was the target of an attempted murder-for-hire scheme.
Accomack County Sheriff's deputies charged 4 people in the Halloween night shooting. It happened on Lynn Haven Circle in Painter. When deputies arrived at the scene, they found 2 victims.
13 News Now reporter Jemmy Lee is digging deeper into this case.
Hey, David and Regina. Well, police are really staying quiet about this case. They really aren't giving me many details, and the search warrant is sealed. But we do know that this is a complex case that involves multiple agencies. A man supposed to testify in court as a witness shot on Halloween night. Police say these 4 people conspired to kill him before he could testify. On the night of Tuesday, October 31st, police were called to Lynn Haven Circle for reports of a shooting. Deputies found a 31-year-old man and a 19-year-old woman with gunshot wounds. Neighbors told us the 2 victims are boyfriend and girlfriend. It's not clear if the girlfriend was a target or if she was hit by a stray bullet, but we do know she is not a testifying witness. 10 days later, police arrested Evron Strand, Aaron Bowers, Roquan Rogers, and Cynthia Harmon, charging them with attempt to commit capital murder. Search warrants were executed and police seized 11 ounces of cocaine, 3 firearms, multiple cell phones, and almost $1,800 in cash. DeBrandon Harmon was also arrested and charged with firearm and drug offenses. All of the suspects remain in the Accomack County Jail without bond. Now, I did briefly speak with the father of the victim who was supposed to testify, and he told me that his son and his son's girlfriend are doing okay and should recover. Live in Accomack County, I'm Jemmy Lee, 13 News Now.
New developments in the troubled Virginia Beach arena deal.
Last week, City Council voted to end the agreement with the developer, saying the developer did not meet all the loan requirements on time.
Tonight, Mayor Will Sessoms responds to reports that the developer is prepared to take the issue to court. 13 News Now reporter Robert Boyd is live with the mayor's response.
Well, earlier today, Mayor Sessoms did acknowledge that the developer is accusing the city of breaching the arena deal, but the mayor says that is absolutely not true. He said in the end it just came down to paperwork and that the developer didn't dot all the I's and cross all the T's.
A lot of money's been spent, a lot of time's been spent, a number of years of passed to make this happen, and you know, they want to protect themselves to the best of their ability, as the city does too.
Mayor Will Sessom says both sides are a little frustrated that a deal with Mid-Atlantic Arena LLC to build an 18,000-seat arena on the oceanfront could not get done in time. But that does not mean anything was done illegally.
There's absolutely no litigation at all as we speak. I do not anticipate any litigation.
But during last Tuesday's city council meeting, the developer said they had all their paperwork in, including $250 million in funding. But the city failed to work with them before the midnight deadline.
And it gets back to we didn't have all the documents executed appropriately, and also we could not get clarification on the total amount of equity.
The mayor also said he would still like to work with Mid-Atlantic Arena LLC to make this project happen in the near future.
I'd welcome taking it back to council to see if we couldn't make it happen.
Do you think that's a possibility?
I do.
Now, I did reach out to the developer multiple times today to see what's next for them and if they think this matter could end up in court, but they did not return my calls. Live in Virginia Beach, Robert Boyd, 13 News Now.
New at 6, a look into Governor Terry McAuliffe's future. He's in office until January 13th. We asked him, what does he do next? He told us he's still focusing on finishing this job.
Next year, I'm going to take a lead on the 36 governors and the redistricting project in this country to get fair lines, competitive lines, and we'll see what happens after that. But right now, I'm really focused. You're paying me, the taxpayers. I want to earn your pay.
Once McAuliffe is out of office, Governor-elect Ralph Northam will take over.
Right now, nearly 300 sailors are getting ready to come home. The USS Austin will return to Naval Station Norfolk on Friday. The crew spent the past 7 months in the Persian Gulf and Mediterranean Sea. 13 News Now will bring you coverage of the homecoming on Friday.
A fight in Norfolk ended with a man getting shot and robbed. Eric Collins is accused in the shooting that happened Sunday night on North Chester Avenue. Officers arrested Collins yesterday at his home in Portsmouth. Police say the victim is expected to survive. One suspect is behind bars and another is on the run in a Suffolk robbery. Investigators say the two men stole guns from a man at a house party on Longstreet Lane in rural Suffolk. It happened back in October. Yesterday, police arrested 19-year-old Nigel Ward. Police are still looking for 21-year-old Jaquan Myrick.